obstacle course. A course over which participants negotiate obstacles to be climbed, crawled under, crossed on suspended ropes, etc. as used for training soldiers. A staple of Roblox games. You can't call yourself a true Bloxer if you haven't played an obby before. Playing obby, a game about obby is the rite of passage. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about one of, if not the GOAT of Roblox obby makers. In the midst of Omega obbies, Easy obbies, and W speed obbies, there was one guy that made peak, just absolute masterpieces of obbies. He may not be the greatest obby maker of today, but he was the greatest obby maker in history. His name is PlatinumFalls, also known as Fat Peps.
Welcome to my obstacle course, where you jump over things, climb things, jump over more things, slide into a giant toilet.
Yum.
But watch out for these water strips.
Please, don't water. Yeah!
If you played obbies around 2014 to 2018, you definitely know the name PlatinumFalls, or at least played one of his obbies before. This man was the obby guy, specifically the Escape the Blank obby genre. He made games like Escape School Obby, Escape the Dentist Obby, Escape the Hotel Obby, and a lot more. I'm not sure if he's the one that started this trend, but he definitely popularized it. The format of his obbies would always either be getting out of somewhere or breaking into somewhere. It was very formulaic, but he always changed it up so that any 9-year-old playing wouldn't notice. His obbies would always go like this. You spawn next to a guy that assists you and explains each level throughout the obby. A doo-doo rage nest for my English heads out there. And each level would consist of obstacles that relates to the theme of the obby. Most of the time, there's apparently an illegal mining operation happening underneath the school and a radioactive sewage treatment plant inside the bowling alley. Like, how do these structures correlate with each other? Even Fat Peps himself doesn't even know what the hell he puts in his obbies.
And I don't know what really this would be. I don't know, maybe his... I don't know what this bit is really.
And sometimes there would be this section where you get eaten by some giant dude and pooped out. A lot of obbies used to really like adding these. Then the obby would end in you escaping, sometimes in a vehicle, into a very quickly put together winner stage. Bro doesn't even bother to decorate it. He just puts a bunch of path givers and calls it a day. It wouldn't even make sense sometimes. Why am I at the gates of heaven after escaping the dark? Oh, I didn't have insurance. You could clearly tell that he reused a bunch of stages in all of his games, especially the giant guy that eats you. Obviously to have consistent anatomy, you know, like 2 hearts, really long spines, multiple spines actually, random assortment of meat parts, support bones that keep the stomach shape, and the dookie hole being on the top part of the body. No wonder the doctors and dentists are always trying to take these guys apart. Today's most popular game is called Barry's Prison Run, which is a game about escaping a prison that's guarded by this fat ass cop. It consistently gets around 20k plus players, but even with that number, kinda fell off because the impact this guy made in Roblox, and 2016 Roblox YouTube specifically, was generational. Anytime you see YouTubers like DanTDM, Dennis, or Guava Juice play an obby, it would most likely be his game. Along with Clucky and Packstabber, these 3 dominated the obby scene. But Fat Peps was insane. This guy would pump these obbies out like a machine. Every single week there would be a new one, and YouTubers would always make videos playing him. And in case some of you might have missed it, there's always this text on the top left corner that takes up a quarter of the screen that shills his YouTube channel. First of all, I like to point out that this was a big brain marketing play from Fat Peps. Not only did the people who played his game see this, but it was also shown in hundreds of YouTube videos. DanTDM, I see you covering Fat Peps' channel with your face cam. There's the S right there. Can a goat just let another goat blatantly advertise on your video? Aside from the trailers for his games, he made absolute fever dreams of videos.
Hang on, love. You're not having any cookies until you give your grandma a kiss.
He made some gaming content, mainly on obbies, sometimes even playing his own, but the main thing I watched in his channel was his skits. Half the time you will have no fucking clue what's going on. And not gonna lie, the humor in these skits would be considered cringe by today's standards, but back then, this shit was top tier comedy. Let's take a look at his first skit. So Fat Peps comes across a very stinky sock, but it's sentient and it threatens to stink up his house and...
I also plan to
Rub myself all over you.
It looks like it would be over for him, but no.
What would the Terminator do?
I'm making a new film and I'm like 100 years old.
What the f does that mean?
And he comes up with a plan to wash it in vertical format for some reason. But then Sako escapes and they have an epic fight. Sako then gains the ability to levitate and the Power Rangers appear. But then FatPaps uses his finisher move.
Spin cycle!
And Sako gets launched into outer space. Another skit that he made is called Pooh Man. I'm not gonna even elaborate or summarize this. I'm just letting you guys know that this exists.
Oh God, what are you?
I am Pooh Man.
Yes, Fat Peps. I will subscribe for more. Basically, his entire channel is if Annoying Orange and a really watered down version of Filthy Frank had a baby. I think this dude just presses record and just does whatever, but he was onto something. And definitely on something. You have to have a very high IQ to be able to understand a Fat Paps original film. There was this series that he made called Bat Peps, and let me just say, this is absolute cinema. Episode 1 introduces us to Bruce Lane, a normal guy that is busy of thinking about thinking things all the time. But then, he was attacked by a bat that made him want to be a superhero. Look at this man's dedication. He even does his own stunts. He even put pillows to soften his 1 foot tall fall. He then names himself Bat Peps and makes his theme song.
Bat Peps.
Awesome.
Then this monkey guy tells him that a villain in the name of Underpants Man is trying to steal all the underpants in the world. He tracks him down by breaking into his house and following this inconspicuous trail of underpants. Bat Peps then suddenly starts talking like a geriatric lobotomite to disguise his voice.
You're smarter than I thought, Bat.
He yaps too much and an underpant is thrown in his face, which gives Underpants Man the chance to escape. And the following scene, I'm just gonna let this play out. We see Bat Peps still struggling with the underpants in his face, but the monkey in his watch simply tells him to remove it.
Place your hands on the underpants. Okay, what now? Now remove it. Oh.
We cut back to the escape of Underpants Man, now going at least 25 miles per hour. Underpants Man thought he escaped,
Bat Peps will never find me here.
but thankfully Fat Peps tracked him down.
Oh, how did you find me?
But he's on top of the hill, and Underpants Man is at the bottom. So the only way to go down the hill is by going down the hill. And Fat Peps, being the man he is, does his own stunt. He got a stunt man to do it. Even he knows his limits. See how the stunt man almost ate shit on the grass? That could have been Fat Peps. Then they have an intense fight scene. Underpants Man then does a mega punch and pops his ult.
Steamroller power!
It might be over for Bat Peps, but luckily, he just moved 1 inch to the left. Underpants Man keeps rolling because he can't cancel his ult, so he ends up drowning in a 2-inch deep pond.
Looks like you're Underpants Man no more. More like Underwater Man.
But then we get introduced to another villain.
So, Underpants Man's been defeated. Now it's time for the serial driller to take over the world.
In episode 3, the serial driller is making a box machine thing, but he needs more power, so he gets his henchman Barry to help him. Cut back to Bat Peps making a non-copyright infringing song.
Batman! Yeah, I like that. That's amazing.
Then his doorbell rings for an
that be?
unexpected package.
Got a delivery for Mr. Bat Peps here.
Not gonna lie to y'all, I think these two guys look kinda suspicious. They kinda look like the serial driller and Barry if both of them wore a hat. Bat Peps accepts the package, and Barry apparently has IBS because he keeps shitting his pants. Bat Peps doesn't remember ordering anything, and when he opens a box, you can see the amount of shits Roblox gives about their moderation. He leaves it alone, but then it becomes alive. I like to point out, during the transformation sequence, the look at this dude's sound effect plays, and it's louder compared to the rest of the audio. I wore headphones watching this, and I think it gave me tinnitus. As Boxman walks towards Bat Peps, he keeps getting calls from his wife. So wait, if Serial Driller made Boxman the day before, that would mean the first thing he did when he got incarnated into this world was pull a baddie? Damn! Boxman has insane game. Serial Driller is a master in his craft. Then they have an intense fight scene. Bat Peps then does a mega punch that he learned from his previous fight with Underpants Man, but it was too weak. Boxman then charges up his ult. It takes a little bit to charge up, but Bat Peps was kind enough to wait, and his kindness paid off because that ult was weak as hell. Then he does his counter. Mega Bat Glove throw. Another victory for Bat Peps.
It was about time you packed it in.
And that's how the series ended. I think he planned to make more of these episodes, but just lost interest in making them. The Serial Driller arc still hasn't been resolved, and I think he probably planned on adding a sidekick named Borin, but thought it was kind of boring. Okay, I apologize. I take that joke back. Nowadays, he barely posts anymore. The recent ones are mainly about his newer games. He also appeared a lot in his friend's channel, Clucky, who's another big Roblox Obby maker. There's a short film that they made called Agent 30 that I have a theory that it connects to his Bat Peps series. Let me explain. This is basically a James Bond type film where Agent 30 tracks down Dr. Cushing, a man who really loves cushions. During their confrontation, Dr. Cushing gets a call from his smartwatch.
Who says I play?
Do you recognize that voice? Is Bat Peps evil? During his fight with Underpants Man, he just let him roll to his demise. He didn't even think of trying to save him. Superheroes don't kill, and he seems very nonchalant with this, and he did know exactly how to track him down because of previous experiences.
Most people that try to take all the underpants in the world, the first place they would go is this quarry.
Underpants Man wasn't even stealing the underpants. He literally said that he's buying them all online.
I have purchased 3 pairs of underpants off the internet.
How many schizophrenic, demented old men has he killed? Maybe that was the twist of the Bat Peps series. Maybe Serial Driller and Barry are secretly the good guys trying to stop Bat Peps, a man with murderous intentions hiding behind his superhero identity. Or maybe I'm just making shit up and I'm reading way too much into this. Rewatching all of his videos made me realize how autistic all of his content was. Not gonna lie, a lot of the content during that era was like this, but I'ma be real. I think watching these again set me back like 10 years in my cognitive development.
Okay, Mr. Fruit and Veg Man, I understand. I will eat my fruit and veg.
My work here is done.
Now there's a very important question to be answered. Do his games stand the test of time? Did I scare you? I made my Roblox guy actually look like my 3D guy. This one is Rob a Jewelry Store obby. This is actually one of the obbies that I actually remember playing. I could only find re-uploads of these. I don't know if FatPaps deleted it or just set it to private, but as you can see, it's not his channel. It's Support Gray Games on Roblox. Who is that? Let's see if this game holds up to this day. Let's rob the jewelry store. We need to get on the roof, jump on the van to begin. Whoa, it's an inconspicuous looking van, conveniently placed near a ladder that will probably sneak us inside the bank. Don't step on the bird poop. Okay, I wasn't planning to do that. Oh, we got pipes. I wonder if this kills us. Or see pipes, I don't want to get tetanus. I will hold the rope, you go in. We are in, do not touch the lasers. Alright. Oh, lasers, more lasers. But it's blue now. Come on, bro. Like... What? The lights are flash stepping. If you go through here, the alarms will go off. Time for plan B. Quickly, through the door to the left. Caution, wet floor. I think there's bigger problems to be addressed here. Someone die here? The group has already dug through here. Let's go. Like, why am I doing this? I like to pretend that we play the same character in all of his games. Because, like, who would do this type of stuff? Like, getting eaten by a guy and then pooped out. And then, like, sneaking in, committing crimes. What is FatPaps' main motive here? Why is he sending us in all of these missions? And what did he do to those guys? Why do they poop you out of their heads? Are they owl people? All right, we're climbing up. What is this guy doing? Hold on. Hold on. I'll just block him. Hold on. No! Watch out for the barbed wire. Wait, what if can I push him in? Can I push him? Hold on. Bro, he's hacking. He did that. He did that on purpose. I'm gonna get revenge on this guy. Like, I made this guy my op. This is a one-sided rivalry. Dude, are these guys bots? Why are there so many bacon people here? Like, these cannot be real people. Like, look. Like, that guy cannot be real. What is he? What are they doing? These guys can't be real. Oh, wait. I think that's a fan. I think I'm tripping. But this is pretty sus. Why are there, like, all the players in here? Why did they all look like that? Did I just survive that? Hold on. You guys saw that, right? Okay, I just gotta time this right. Hold on. I'm trolling. I'm just trolling. Hold on. Alright. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Wait, is this?
What is up, YouTube? Today we are gonna be playing some Roblox. Let's go. So, we're in rob a jewelry store, Robbie. Let's rob the jewelry store. We need to get on the roof. Jump in the van to begin. Don't step on the bird poop. We're in. Don't touch the lasers. Dun 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 dun. Somebody has died here, so we're now in this thing. Gotta time it right. The trick here is the timing. Go. Note to self, don't jump. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna end it here. If you want more Roblox vids, make sure to hit the like button and bye.
It is the place. It is the spot. Hold on, I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove myself. After all these years, with all my character development, I gotta get past this spot. I need to prove myself. All right, there's one. Hold on. All right. Gotta time this. Through the years, I wasn't able to go through here. And this is my chance to prove myself. To prove that I've grown. Yeah! Why was I struggling on this part? This is the exact spot that I ended the video because I kept dying. I'm just gonna finish this obby, bro. Yeah, I can finally steal stuff. We made it, but we don't want to set off the alarms. Go through the fire exit. Oh, yo. Get in the van. Let's get out of here. Is there gonna be free candy? Hold on. Yo, we finally finished. We got stacks of cash. We're rich. I'm rich. This is my money. Who's we? Who's we, bro? Who's we? I did all the work, bro. I'm rich. I robbed my bank. I like how at the end of his obbies, he doesn't even bother to hide everything. It's just like a quickly slapped on together final stage. Like, he doesn't even bother to just encase the ending in like a box to keep that immersion. But I think it's like portraying that we have ascended. We could see everything. That's why he's the GOAT. He definitely thought of all this. The symbolism, the writing. I understand it now. Now, if you're a very observant viewer, you're probably wondering, if FatPaps really is the GOAT, then why do most of his games have a 50% like ratio? And that's a pretty damn good question. From what I know, this guy ain't like other Roblox developers, if you catch my drift. So FatPaps used to do a lot of these bait and switch clickbait thumbnails for his games. He even got terminated because of this. And not gonna lie, some of these thumbnails go so hard. Like, he could have put all of that effort into making an actual game, but instead we got a PNG of guy shooting purple octopus with a scar. And also sometimes instead of publishing an entirely new game, he would instead change an already existing game to the new game so that it has a bunch of visits and instantly push it into the front page. And also likely the reason why all of his games retain that like ratio. One day I'd be playing one of his obbies and a couple days later I see a random ass game in the continue section that I have no recollection of playing. Motherfucker single-handedly gaslighted the entire player base into thinking they're schizo. I don't know if that's fully the reason why the rating is like that, because I do not remember his games having this horde of a like to dislike ratio. However, upon further inspection, I think I really am schizo because it has always been like that. This man is collecting dislikes like Roblox collects lawsuits. He knows something we don't and he ain't stopping. I think it's mostly kids just being bad at the game and rage quitting. Like, I literally ended that video because I couldn't get past that one level. A lot of escape obbies are like this, and because FatPaps showed his channel and all of his games, that same audience transferred to his channel. The dislike ratio is literally the same. He even made his gaming videos about his obbies secretly a way to explain how to do each stage.
So make sure not to touch the boiling pipes, otherwise they will kill you.
The guy on each level wasn't enough for us glue sniffers to be able to figure out how to complete it.
Oh! What? I died on the first obstacle. Right, that's it. I'm going to message the creator.
Dear FatPaps, I hate your obbies. I died on the first level and died. Make it easier or I will report.
And you could clearly tell that the people commenting on his videos were either using their parents' account or have kept using the same account and grew up over the years.
My Christmas wish came true.
when I met FatPaps on.
Guys, when I watch this with my brother, he starts to poop sometimes.
My brother is super laughing his brains out. He is drooling everywhere. Oh my god. Oi, so scribbed. Wait, is that Butcher? Is there a time skip that I missed? Go back to hunting superheroes, dog. Sucko. I'm Sucko. Fat Peps, you could talk? Sucko, and I plan to stick out your house.
Today, during history class, a boy near me was traumatized by 2 girls who had smelly socks. But this video gave me the same problem of what the boy had, and the video was funny.
Who gave these kids access to the World Wide Web? Okay, that explains his older games. I still have no clue why it's the same for his newer ones. I've tried searching for an explanation, but at this point, I just think this guy's just cursed or something. Or just like this deleted user from Reddit said.
Probably because the unborn fetuses on Roblox can't even walk across a straight line.
FatPaps is still pretty active on the platform, and his games are still very popular with the new gens. He has kind of shut off his old branding, removing the very obvious YouTube channel advertisement in his games, and wearing this Sploshy shirt, which is another name or brand he goes by. He also had a channel with this, and basically did a similar thing like he did with FatPaps, focusing more on gaming and just a little bit more watered down. Compared to Pooh Man.
Have you heard the rumors that if you put metal in the microwave, it will blow up?
After replaying his games, you could obviously tell that I've been viewing them through rose-tinted glasses, and that's being very generous, because I've been viewing them through rose-tinted LASIK eye surgery. You can't really find his old games in his profile anymore because he privated them. The only way you could play them today is by finding re-uploads. There's only one instance that I could find where he uncopylocked the game, which is Crazy Funhouse Obby back in 2015, but the other games are likely stolen using game ripping tools. It's sad how a lot of these re-uploads don't credit him. They even went as far as removing the glorious blatant YouTube shill that took a quarter of the screen, but I guess the silver lining of this is that it's the only way he could play his older games, because bro has an insane backlog of obbies. Like, here's a list of all of his older obbies that I could find. Also, did I mention that he's a gym leader in Pokemon Brick Bronze? Remember that game? The game that Nintendo DMCA'd the hell out of? You guys may have a different GOAT for Roblox Obbies, but with the memories I made in his games, he is my GOAT. And if you say otherwise, your opinion is wrong!